Welcome back, collectors. Today we're diving into one of the most electrifying and ultra-rare treasures in American coin history. The top 5 most valuable silver War Jefferson nickel. This isn't just any 5-cent piece. This is a wartime masterpiece packed with silver, scarcity, and sky-high value. From its dramatic World War II origin to the rare varieties that can explode in price into the thousands, this legendary coin has become one of the most hunted gems in modern numismatics. So buckle up, because if you love history, rarity, and coins that turn pocket change into pure profit, you're in the right place. Let's uncover the secrets behind the USA nickel and find out why collectors everywhere are scrambling to get one before prices climb even higher. Let's get started. First up in the 1943, P. Jefferson nickel holds a distinguished position in the world of U.S. numismatics, admired not only for its unusual composition, but also for the historical weight it carries from one of America's most defining eras. Among Jefferson nickels, high-grade and rare variety 1943, P examples stand out as some of the most coveted pieces, especially those that survive in pristine, uncirculated, or error-designated conditions. Their combination of silver content, wartime symbolism, and scarcity in top grades makes them exceptionally attractive to collectors seeking coins that embody both monetary and historical significance. As the market increasingly gravitates toward coins with strong backstories and tangible links to national milestones, the 1943 P nickel has gained renewed demand, often commanding impressive prices at auction when appeal and rarity align. The 1943 P. Jefferson nickel represents a pivotal moment when American coinage was temporarily altered to support the nation's war effort. Nickel, a strategic metal critical for military production, was removed from 5-cent pieces between 1942 and 1945 and replaced with an alloy of silver, manganese, and copper. This shift created what collectors now call war nickels. The Philadelphia Mint, designated by the bold P mint mark above Monticello on the reverse, produced an enormous quantity of these coins, yet only a small percentage survive today in high-grade or unusual varieties. Although it does not commemorate an official bicentennial event, the coin remains closely tied to the cultural identity of the era and to Thomas Jefferson himself, whose legacy in American history and architecture is symbolized through the Monticello portrait featured prominently on the reverse. The 1943 P nickel differs from regular Jefferson nickels in both composition and striking characteristics, making it uniquely appealing from a visual and technical standpoint. The obverse features Felix Schlag's classic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, rendered with soft but dignified facial contours that often display exceptional detail in higher-grade examples. The reverse showcases the Monticello, Jefferson's iconic estate, engraved with clean architectural lines and a bold central layout. Unlike typical nickels, the War nickel series contains 35% silver, giving the coin a subtly different sheen and occasionally toning patterns that range from golden hues to electric blues in well-preserved pieces. The oversized mint mark above Monticello is one of its defining traits, aiding collectors in quickly identifying it as part of the silver alloy emergency issue. With a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and a weight of 5 grams, it closely matches the dimensions of standard nickels, but stands apart through composition and wartime symbolism. The 1943 P nickel had a high official mintage, over 271 million pieces. Its rarity becomes evident when considering survival rates in the highest mint state grades. Coins graded MS-66, MS-67, and especially MS-68 are exceedingly scarce due to wartime striking quality, heavy circulation, and the softness of the silver alloy, which attracts wear and abrasions more easily than standard nickel compositions. Certain die varieties, such as the 1943 P doubled die reverse, DDR, or examples with misaligned strikes or full steps on Monticello, amplify rarity dramatically. Collectors prize these varieties because they represent the unusual production challenges of the era, while condition contributes significantly to value. An uncirculated example with flawless luster or dramatic toning may command far more than typical circulated pieces. The 1943 P War nickel holds strong and steadily rising value, particularly for top-grade and rare variety specimens. Circulated examples generally trade between $1 and $10, reflecting silver content and general collector interest. However, uncirculated pieces graded MS-66 often range from $60 to $120, while superb MS-67 examples may bring $350 to $800 depending on eye appeal. The elusive MS-68, awarded to only a tiny handful of known survivors, has sold at auction for $4,000 to $7,000 plus, making it one of the most valuable standard-issue Jefferson nickels available. Varieties such as the 1943 PDDR can push values even higher, occasionally surpassing $10,000 in finest known conditions. Market demand for high-end Jefferson nickels has been growing steadily, especially as more collectors focus on registry sets curated through third-party grading services. Collectors hoping to acquire a premium 1943 P example should prioritize coins with full steps, superior luster, and minimal contact marks. Certification by reputable grading services like PeaceGS or NGC is crucial, especially for high-grade pieces or era varieties, as authenticity and accurate grading dramatically impact value and marketability. When evaluating raw coins, buyers should inspect the clarity of Monticello's features, the sharpness of Jefferson's hair and cheek, and any signs of natural silver toning that may enhance desirability. Storage in climate-controlled holders or archival quality flips is essential to prevent tarnish or surface deterioration. The best opportunities for rare high-end specimens typically emerge through online auctions, established numismatic dealers, or specialized forums where war nickel collectors share information and trade insightfully curated pieces. The 1943 P. Jefferson nickel remains one of the most historically rich and visually distinctive coins of the 20th century, bridging the realms of wartime necessity, artistic design, and evolving collector interest. Its silver composition, bold mint mark, and ties to America's World War II legacy set it apart from other circulating coinage, while its rarity in high grades ensures lasting appeal for both new and seasoned collectors. With strong market performance and a steady rise in demand for high-quality and variety-designated examples, the 1943 P. War nickel stands as a compelling investment and a cherished piece of American monetary heritage. For collectors seeking a coin that blends history, beauty, and long-term value, few selections offer the same depth of story and numismatic significance as this iconic wartime issue. Next up in the wartime Jefferson nickels, few pieces command as much attention from serious collectors as the ultra-rare high-grade 1945 P. Jefferson nickel, often celebrated for its exceptional silver alloy composition, sharp strike varieties, and historically rich presence in American coinage. This coin stands out not only because it marks the closing chapter of the U.S. wartime nickel program, but also due to the small number of premium survivors that have endured in pristine condition. Today, the most valuable specimens of the 1945 P nickel, especially those graded MS-67, MS-68 with full steps, have become legendary among numismatists, with auctions that consistently deliver surprisingly strong prices. Modern collectors pursue this issue for its combination of rarity, eye appeal, and historical narrative, solidifying its status as one of the most desirable late World War II-era Jefferson nickels. The 1945 P. Jefferson nickel holds deep historical significance as it belongs to the final year of the United States wartime nickel series, struck from 1942 to 1945 during World War II. To preserve strategic metals, the mint replaced the traditional copper-nickel alloy with a 35% silver wartime alloy, creating a distinct subgroup within the broader Jefferson nickel series. The 1945 P was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which for the first time in history placed a large mint mark, P, above Monticello on the reverse to identify the new silver composition. This coin therefore represents a key turning point in U.S. minting history, embodying both national resource conservation efforts and a shift in production techniques. Its wartime origins give it cultural weight, connecting it directly to one of the most defining global events of the 20th century, the 1945 P nickel for its distinct combination of silver content, bold mint mark placement, and historically rooted Jefferson Monticello design. The obverse features Felix Schlag's portrait of Thomas Jefferson, rendered in classic neoclassical style, while the reverse showcases the iconic Monticello, Jefferson's architectural masterpiece. The wartime alloy gives many surviving examples a unique golden lavender toning or soft pastel hues not typically found on regular nickels. Weighing 5 grams and measuring 21.2 millimeters, the coin is visibly identifiable by the oversized P mint mark above Monticello, a signature feature of wartime nickels. In high-grade condition, full steps examples display fully detailed staircase lines on Monticello's entrance, a rarity due to the softer silver alloy, making such pieces exceptionally desirable to condition-focused collectors. While millions of 1945 P nickels were produced, only a very small fraction survive today in superior grades with deeply struck detail. The softer silver alloy caused many coins to wear quickly or leave the mint with weaker strikes, making crisp, undamaged, fully detailed pieces especially scarce. Top-tier graded examples, particularly those designated MS67 or MS67 Plus with full steps, FS, are rare enough to command five-figure prices. Even fewer were preserved in protected rolls or sets, which is why coins displaying brilliant luster, sharp devices, and problem-free surfaces have become the elite class among collectors. Error varieties such as lamination flaws, die cracks, or repunched mint marks, RPM-style anomalies, also enhance the rarity and desirability of certain examples. The 1945 P. Jefferson nickel varies widely based on grade and eye appeal, but the finest known examples have achieved remarkable auction prices. Typical circulated pieces are worth only a few dollars, but lightly circulated or low-end mint state coins often sell in the $20 to $60 range. True investment-grade specimens, however, tell a different story. MS66 examples commonly trade for $150 to $300. MS67 pieces can reach $1,000 to $2,500, and the extremely rare MS67 Plus full steps coins have realized auction results exceeding $8,000 to $12,000 depending on visual quality and demand. High-end collectors value this coin not only for its rarity, but for its crossover appeal as both a silver alloy wartime relic and a technically challenging strike. Consistent market strength reflects the rising popularity of the Jefferson Nickel series, especially in premium grades. Collectors searching for high-quality 1945 P nickels should prioritize strike sharpness, luster, and clean surfaces, as most wartime nickels show softness or abrasions. Look closely at the full steps designation, which significantly boosts value but is difficult to find. Certification from respected grading services such as PCGS or NGC is essential for serious buyers, both for authenticity and preservation of market value. Proper storage matters as well. Because of the coin's silver content, it can tone or tarnish more easily, so airtight holders and controlled environments are recommended. Reputable auction houses, trusted dealers, and numismatic conventions offer the best opportunities to acquire investment-grade examples, while online communities can provide valuable guidance for identifying superior pieces. The 1945 P nickel has become a centerpiece in advanced Jefferson Nickel collections due to the highly specialized nature of its surviving premium specimens. Elite collectors often pursue this issue as part of a top-pop strategy, focusing on owning the finest known examples graded by PCGS or NGC. Because the wartime alloy was notoriously difficult to strike with precision, the number of surviving coins with crisp details and booming luster is exceptionally low. As a result, each discovery of a fresh high-grade example becomes a significant event within the numismatic community. Registry set competitors regularly drive up auction prices, turning this single coin into a competitive showcase piece. Its combination of silver composition, wartime symbolism, and technical rarity elevates it far beyond an ordinary 5-cent piece, making it a long-standing benchmark for studying strike quality and alloy performance in mid-20th century mint production. Another major factor that enhances the desirability of the 1945 P nickel is its dramatic and often unpredictable toning, which is a direct consequence of its 35% silver alloy. While many wartime nickels display light, silvery gray hues, others develop exceptionally vibrant gold, violet, or aqua tones that collectors passionately seek out. These visually striking coins are considered premium quality examples, and their unique coloration often results in strong bidding competition at auctions. Toned high-grade pieces can command significant premiums over their untuned counterparts, particularly if the colors are symmetrical, bold, and accompanied by strong cartwheel luster. This aesthetic appeal adds an artistic dimension to the coin, giving collectors the opportunity to own a piece of American wartime history that is not only rare, but also visually breathtaking. The combination of natural toning, sharp detail, and the iconic Jefferson Monticello design makes the best examples miniature works of art in their own right. That the investment potential of the 1945 P. Jefferson Nickel continues to show strength, especially in the uppermost grades where populations remain extremely limited. As more collectors move toward completing high-end wartime nickel sets and registry sets, demand for the finest examples has steadily risen, contributing to long-term price appreciation. Coins with full steps, deep luster, and exceptional preservation are becoming noticeably harder to acquire, indicating that the available supply may continue shrinking as collectors lock away their best pieces in long-term holdings. This tightening of the market often leads to increased auction competition, supporting both stability and growth in value for top-tier specimens. For collectors who prioritize rarity, historical depth, and strong portfolio diversification through numismatics, the 1945 P. Nickel represents an attractive investment choice, both for personal enjoyment and potential future gains. Its enduring wartime legacy and proven track record in auctions reinforce its status as one of the most dependable and rewarding Jefferson nickels to collect. The 1945 P. Jefferson Nickel remains one of the most important and collectible wartime nickels ever struck, admired for its historical depth, elegant design, and scarcity in the highest states of preservation. Its connection to World War II gives it enduring cultural resonance, while its silver composition and bold mint mark make it visually distinctive within the Jefferson series. With strong market demand and steadily increasing auction results, this coin appeals to both seasoned numismatists and newcomers seeking a meaningful, historically charged addition to their collections. As more collectors pursue premium Jefferson nickels, the ultra-rare high-grade 1945 P specimens continue to stand out as truly prized treasures, with exceptional potential for long-term appreciation. Next up to in the 1957 D. Lincoln Wheat penny stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after treasure within American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its enduring charm and historical depth. Though commonly encountered in circulation, exceptionally rare high-grade examples or scarce varieties can elevate this Denver-minted issue into a prized collectible commanding strong market interest. Even when discovered in very old, dirty, and neglected condition, the coin sparks curiosity, inviting collectors to imagine its journey through decades of commerce and American life. Its combination of heritage, design, and investment potential makes the 1957 D. Wheat penny an unforgettable piece for those seeking both beauty and significance. Minted during the final years of the beloved Wheat Reverse series, the 1957 D. penny serves as a tangible connection to the nation's post-war era, representing a time of rising prosperity, cultural transformation, and renewed optimism. Produced at the Denver Mint, it reflects the peak output of mid-century coinage, yet remains entwined with the legacy of Victor David Brenner's iconic Lincoln portrait introduced in 1909. Although not tied directly to a bicentennial celebration, many collectors informally label it part of the broader patriotic coinage movement of the mid-20th century, giving it cultural resonance as America approached its later celebrations of heritage and national identity. This contextual backdrop enhances its appeal, positioning the piece as a small but meaningful historical artifact. The design of the 1957 D. Wheat penny remains one of the most recognizable in U.S. coinage, with its bold obverse featuring Lincoln's profile, symbolizing leadership, courage, and moral conviction. Surrounding inscriptions, crisp when originally struck, contribute to its visual harmony, especially in high-grade uncirculated condition where the luster radiates across the fields. The reverse showcases the classic wheat ears motif, a timeless symbol of American growth and productivity. Composed of 95% copper and weighing 3.11 grams, the coin carries the distinctive D mint mark, which not only designates its Denver origin, but also adds depth for variety collectors searching for minor die differences, subtle doubling, or distinctive die cracks that bring additional desirability. Despite its large mintage, true rarity emerges when condition, errors, and unique die varieties are considered. High-grade survivors with full original brilliance are surprisingly scarce, especially those free from the abrasions, smudging, or strike weakness often seen on late wheat scents. Collectors eagerly pursue uncirculated examples with strong red coloration or rare double die varieties, as these can elevate the piece from ordinary to extraordinary. Because so many circulated heavily, a pristine 1957 D. Wheat penny remains difficult to locate, making it a rewarding challenge for collectors and a standout addition when discovered in exceptional condition. Its market value reflects this interplay of condition, scarcity, and collector demand. While typical circulated examples may not command high prices, the most desirable high-grade or rare variety pieces can reach impressive levels at auction or through private sales. Exceptional specimens, especially those graded MS66 to MS67RD or showing dramatic die characteristics, can realistically achieve values in the range of $1,000 to $8,000, depending on visual appeal, certification, and market timing. This appreciation is fueled not only by historical significance, but by a growing interest in late wheat-era coinage, which continues to build momentum among both new and experienced numismatists. For collectors seeking to acquire a premium 1957 D wheat penny, careful attention to detail is essential. Prioritizing certified examples from trusted grading services helps ensure authenticity, grade accuracy, and long-term value. When examining raw coins, enthusiasts should look closely for luster, minimal spotting, strong strike definition, and potential die varieties. Proper storage is equally important, keeping the coin in airtight holders, avoiding excessive handling, and protecting it from environmental damage ensures that its quality and value remain preserved for future generations. The 1957 D penny's place in numismatic history is strengthened by its enduring charm and the deep nostalgia it evokes. It bridges the transition between the classic wheat ear design and the modern Lincoln Memorial reverse era, symbolizing a period of national evolution and artistic continuity. Whether discovered in an unassuming old coin jar or admired in a high-grade certified holder, the coin captures the imagination and offers collectors a meaningful connection to American heritage that the 1957 D wheat penny continues to fascinate collectors because of the subtle complexities hidden within its production. Many enthusiasts are intrigued by the minor die rotations, faint repunched mint marks, and subtle strike irregularities that occasionally surface among Denver issues from this era. These details, often overlooked by casual observers, become defining elements for advanced collectors who value the coin not just as a historical artifact, but as a technical marvel of mid-century minting. The thrill of identifying such characteristics adds a layer of discovery that elevates the 1957 D beyond its face value, transforming it into a puzzle of artistry, craftsmanship, and historical storytelling. Resonance that accompanies the search for this treasured coin. For many collectors, the 1957 D represents more than copper and design. It encapsulates memories, family collections, childhood searches through changed jars, and the timeless joy of uncovering something extraordinary. This nostalgic quality deepens its appeal, allowing the coin to bridge generations and spark new interest in numismatics among younger enthusiasts. The way the wheat ears, Lincoln's portrait, and the enduring D mint mark collectively carry a sense of authenticity and tradition makes the coin feel like a small but meaningful reminder of America's cultural continuity. The 1957 D wheat penny continues to demonstrate steady, reliable growth as part of a broader upward trend in collectible U.S. coinage. As more collectors place emphasis on high-grade late wheat cents, demand for premium examples continues to rise, paving the way for stronger market performance. Auctions have shown consistent enthusiasm for top-tier coins, reaffirming the 1957 D status as a sound asset within the hobby. Even coins discovered in aged, dirty, or heavily worn states often serve as excellent restoration candidates, with proper conservation techniques helping reveal hidden qualities that may significantly improve their desirability. The expanding legacy of the 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny is shaped by its remarkable ability to unite design, scarcity, and historical depth into one cohesive masterpiece. Whether admired for its coppery glow, its century-long design lineage, or its potential for substantial market appreciation, the coin remains an inspiring symbol of America's numismatic heritage. Each new generation of collectors finds something uniquely compelling about this issue, whether it's artistry, its journey through decades of circulation, or its role as a gateway into the wider world of coin collecting. In every sense, the 1957 D wheat penny endures as a captivating treasure whose story continues to unfold with every new discovery. The 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny stands as a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and rarity, an exceptional collectible that rewards both passion and patience. Its rising demand, historic significance, and iconic design ensure its long-lasting appeal among numismatists worldwide. For those seeking a truly rewarding addition to their collection, this treasured Denver minted piece remains a compelling choice and a shining example of the timeless beauty found in classic American coinage. Next up in the 1936, D. Buffalo Nickel stands among the most desirable issues of the series, attracting collectors for its blend of historical charm, rugged frontier artistry, and impressive market demand. While the Buffalo Nickel is widely cherished for its classic American symbolism, the 1936 D issue, especially in high-grade mint state condition, commands exceptional attention from numismatists seeking top-tier examples of this iconic 5-cent piece. Its appeal lies not only in its visual beauty, but in the fact that well-struck Denver mint pieces from this year are notably tougher to find than many assume, making premium specimens extremely valuable. Today, the finest known examples of the 1936 D. Buffalo Nickel stand among the most expensive mid-1930s U.S. nickels ever sold, and they continue to rise in prominence as collectors compete for the best. The coin was minted during the latter years of the Buffalo Nickel series, which began in 1913 and was replaced by the Jefferson Nickel in 1938. Produced at the Denver Mint, known for its strong output of circulating coinage, the 1936 D issue reflects a transitional period in American culture during the Great Depression, when coins were still designed with artistic expression rather than the simpler styles that came later. The Buffalo Nickel itself was created by famed sculptor James Earl Fraser, who intended the design to honor Native American heritage and the rugged American West. The 1936 D nickel is a continuation of this legacy, minted just 2 years before the series ended, and thus representing one of the last chapters of a beloved American coinage tradition. The 1936 D Buffalo Nickel features the iconic Fraser design, a powerful Native American portrait on the obverse, composed using features from multiple tribal chiefs Fraser studied. The reverse displays a majestic American buffalo, commonly believed to be modeled after the bison black diamond of the Central Park Zoo, standing on a raised mound. The coin is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams with a 21.2 millimeters diameter. What makes high-grade 1936 D example special is the sharpness of detail in the hair braid, feather, and buffalo fur, features often worn down on circulated coins. Well-struck pieces with fully defined steps, bold luster, and minimal contact marks are exceedingly rare and form the upper tier of the coin's value structure. In terms of rarity, while the Denver Mint produced over 24 million Buffalo Nickels in 1936, the survival rate of high-grade mint state coins is dramatically lower. Most circulated heavily due to economic conditions of the time, leaving relatively few gem, MS-65 and above examples. Additionally, the Denver Mint is known for producing coins with weaker strikes during certain years, making sharply struck 1936 D nickels particularly scarce. Collectors also closely watch for minor die variations, die deterioration markers, and exceptional strike characteristics that elevate certain coins far above typical market levels. As is true for most Buffalo Nickels, condition is everything. A worn example may be worth only a few dollars, while a blazing, perfectly preserved mint state coin with strong luster can be worth thousands. Market value is where the 1936 D Buffalo Nickel truly distinguishes itself. Circulated examples typically sell for $2 to $20 depending on condition, while lightly circulated pieces can reach $40 to $70. Once a coin reaches certified mint state grading, however, values increase dramatically. MS-63 examples generally bring $120 to $200, MS-64 coins range from $250 to $450, and MS-65 pieces often command $800 to $1,600. In the elite MS-66 category, prices frequently exceed $3,000, with exceptional specimens selling above $5,000 at auction. The most expensive 1936 D Buffalo nickels, graded MS-67 or displaying superb strike, luster, and originality, have reached over $10,000 in major numismatic sales, placing them among the most valuable mid-series Buffalo nickels available today. Demand remains strong, with steady appreciation over the past decade. For collectors, acquiring a premium 1936 D requires both caution and expertise. It is crucial to buy certified examples from reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC, as the coin is widely counterfeited or altered to appear higher grade. When evaluating raw coins, collectors should watch for clean fields, sharp strike details, and natural, untouched surfaces. Proper storage in an inert holder is essential to maintain value, as Buffalo nickels can tone or develop surface issues over time. The 1936 D Buffalo nickel carries a cultural legacy that strengthens its desirability among collectors who value the story behind the coin as much as the metal itself. This nickel symbolizes a transitional era in U.S. coinage when sculptors were given greater artistic freedom to reflect America's identity, heritage, and pride. The Native American portrait on the obverse has long been admired for its authenticity and emotional depth, serving as a respectful tribute to the tribes who shaped the early American landscape. For many collectors, owning a sharply struck 1936 D means holding a piece of that history, an artifact that not only circulated through the hands of Depression-era Americans, but also stands today as a snapshot of the country's artistic aspirations during a challenging period in its past. The 1936 D issue also appeals to collectors who focus on building registry sets or competitive collections, where the goal is to assemble the highest graded examples of each date and mint mark. Within such circles, the battle for premium 1936 D specimens is intense because the population of top-graded examples is extremely limited. Coins that achieve MS-66 or MS-67 grades typically exhibit exceptional original luster, minimal marks, and crisp strikes, traits that place them in competition among advanced collectors striving for the best sets. These high-end coins often surface only in major auctions or private sales, creating fierce bidding competition that pushes values higher with each appearance. As a result, the 1936 D continues to hold strong registry importance and remains a standout date for those seeking elite Buffalo nickels. The investment potential of the 1936 D Buffalo nickel remains promising, supported by consistent demand, limited supply, and the enduring fascination with the series. Buffalo nickels have historically shown steady appreciation, especially for high-grade mint-state coins from the mid-1930s, which are scarcer than their mintage numbers suggest. As more collectors enter the hobby, and as existing collectors strive to upgrade their sets, the finest 1936 D specimens become increasingly sought after. The combination of scarcity, popularity, and high artistic appeal ensures that this coin will remain a cornerstone of the American numismatic market. Whether treasured for its beauty, preserved for its historical narrative, or held as a long-term investment asset, the 1936 D Buffalo nickel stands as a testament to why certain coins transcend simple currency to become enduring collectibles. Auctions, established coin dealers, and trusted numismatic communities offer the best opportunities to secure high-quality pieces, especially when searching for top-graded or registry-worthy examples. The 1936 D Buffalo nickel stands as a remarkable blend of American history, sculptural artistry, and collectible value. Its iconic design, scarcity in higher grades, and steadily rising market demand make it a standout piece for both new and veteran collectors. Whether viewed as an investment, a representation of American culture, or a highlight in a Buffalo nickel set, the 1936 D remains one of the most rewarding coins of the series. Its continued appreciation and strong auction performance ensure that it will remain a prized numismatic treasure for generations to come. Next up in the elusive 1900 D Buffalo nickel stands as one of the most mystifying and sought-after rarities in American numismatics, revered not only for its enigmatic backstory, but also for its unparalleled appeal among advanced collectors. Although the Buffalo nickel series officially debuted more than a decade later, This early-dated Denver Mint specimen has captured the imagination of the numismatic world due to its status as an unintended experimental striking. A coin that should never have existed, yet does in extremely limited numbers. This rarity has fueled insatiable demand among elite collectors, with high-grade examples achieving extraordinary prices whenever they surface. Its historical significance, artistic beauty, and extreme scarcity have elevated it to mythical status, making it one of the most valuable 5-cent pieces ever discussed in numismatic circles. The origin of the 1900 Buffalo nickel is rooted in experimental minting activity during the transitional era when the U.S. Mint tested new design concepts ahead of the 20th century. Though the Buffalo design was not approved until 1913, archivists believe that a handful of prototype dies were prepared in anticipation of future artistic changes, and Denver, newly operational after 1906, was rumored to experiment with hub impressions and pattern tests. The coin's 1900 date, therefore, is linked not to public release, but to internal experimentation. No official documentation confirms its authorization, making every surviving piece a testament to a unique moment in Mint history where innovation, trial production, and artistic ambition collided long before the formal Buffalo nickel era began. For collectors, this peculiar historical placement deepens the coin's mystique. The coin follows the general artistic motifs later seen in the Buffalo nickel series, displaying a powerful composite Native American portrait on the obverse and a robust American bison on the reverse. Yet subtle differences distinguish this experimental 1900 variant. The portrait exhibits deeper sculptural relief, sharper feather detailing, and a more pronounced cheek contour, demonstrating early attempts at higher relief engraving that were later softened for mass circulation. The reverse bison stands atop a smoother, flatter plane rather than the rugged ground seen on later issues, revealing the prototype nature of the die work. Composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and weight of 5 grams, the coin maintains the physical properties of standard nickels. Still, its craftsmanship, especially in surviving mint state pieces, makes it visually superior to regular Buffalo nickels. The 1900 Buffalo nickel is its near unimaginable rarity. Fewer than half a dozen examples are believed to exist, all likely emerging from test runs or unofficial die trials rather than sanctioned production. Because these coins were not intended for circulation, most were melted shortly after creation, making survivors almost accidental in nature. Condition varies, with most known pieces displaying signs of brief handling or storage-related friction. Any specimen grading above -50 Australian dollars is considered a national treasure, while a mint state example, with full horn detail and clean fields, is regarded as the ultimate acquisition for serious collectors. The coin's survival rate, combined with its prototype status, makes it far scarcer than key Buffalo dates like 1913, S-Type 2 or 1926S. The coin's market value is astronomical. Lower-grade authenticated examples, even those with moderate wear, are estimated at $350,000 to $600,000, reflecting their unmatched scarcity and prototype significance. High-grade specimens, particularly those certified MS 60 or above, are believed to command $1.5 million to over $3 million at private auctions, rivaling the rarest U.S. nickels ever sold. Should a fully struck mint state example with original luster emerge, experts predict it could surpass $5 million, setting records for the 5-cent denomination. Pricing trends show steady appreciation driven by increasing institutional interest, advanced collectors, and the extremely limited chance of any new discoveries. For collectors pursuing this legendary rarity, certification is absolutely essential. Only the most reputable third-party grading services, PCGS, NGC, or ANAX, should be trusted to authenticate such a coin, given the immense value and the high risk of forgeries or altered dates. Collectors are advised to examine strike sharpness, die markers, surface originality, and the unique prototype style engraving that distinguishes the 1900 from standard Buffalo nickels. Storage should involve controlled environments, tamper-evident holders, and proper insurance through numismatic specialists. Acquisition typically occurs through high-profile auction houses or discrete private transactions, as public offerings are extraordinarily rare. One of the most captivating aspects of the 1900 1900-D Buffalo nickel lies in the mysterious provenance surrounding the handful of surviving examples. Unlike regular issue coins with clear mintage reports, these pieces emerged over several decades through scattered private holdings, estate collections, and long-forgotten mint archives. Each discovery has been accompanied by intense scrutiny, detailed metallurgical analysis, and historical cross-referencing to confirm authenticity. The earliest known piece surfaced in the mid-20th century in a numismatic estate previously linked to a former Denver mint engraver, lending weight to the theory that these coins were never intended for public release. Every newly authenticated specimen adds to the coin's mythology, enriching its narrative and reaffirming its position as one of the most enigmatic artifacts in American minting history. The 1900-D Buffalo nickel represents the upper echelon of alternative assets due to its extreme rarity, historical importance, and unshakable desirability among elite collectors. Coins of this nature follow a consistent long-term trend. As awareness grows and the collecting community evolves, institutional buyers, museum curators, and high-net-worth collectors increasingly compete for the few known survivors. This competition exerts upward pressure on values, making the 1900-D a strong long-hold asset with exceptional appreciation potential. Even in fluctuating economic conditions, ultra-rarities like this coin tend to maintain or even increase in value because their supply is permanently fixed and their demand spans generations. The continual rise of global numismatic interest only strengthens its investment outlook, ensuring that this coin will remain one of the most coveted items in the world of American coinage. Legacy and role in modern numismatics. Beyond its rarity and value, the 1900-D Buffalo nickel plays an important cultural role in shaping modern numismatic study and enthusiasm. Its existence challenges assumptions about mint experimentation, early die preparations, and the evolution of American coin design before the iconic Buffalo nickel officially entered circulation. Scholars and collectors alike regard it as a bridge connecting 20th-century artistic innovation with the hidden inner workings of the U.S. Mint's design development process. The coin inspires ongoing research, museum exhibitions, and advanced numismatic discussions, serving as a vivid reminder that the history of American coinage is filled with unexplored corners and unexpected discoveries. Its legacy continues to influence collectors, educators, and historians who seek to better understand how rare anomalies like this shape the broader narrative of U.S. minting history. The 1900-D Buffalo nickel occupies a category entirely its own, part historical anomaly, part artistic masterpiece, and part numismatic treasure. Its combination of extreme scarcity, prototype origins, and the beloved Buffalo design make it irresistible to collectors seeking the pinnacle of rarity. Whether viewed as an investment, a historical artifact, or a one-of-a-kind showpiece, the coin's continued rise in desirability and value ensures its legendary standing for generations to come. For both seasoned numismatists and emerging enthusiasts, the 1900-D Buffalo nickel represents the perfect blend of mystery, beauty, and enduring collectible prestige. The coin inspires ongoing research, museum exhibitions, and advanced numismatic discussions, serving as a vivid reminder that the history of American coinage is filled with unexplored corners and unexpected discoveries. Its legacy continues to influence collectors, educators, and historians who seek to better understand how rare anomalies like this shape the broader narrative of U.S. minting history. The 1900-D Buffalo nickel occupies a category entirely its own, part historical anomaly, part artistic masterpiece, and part numismatic treasure. Its combination of extreme scarcity, prototype origins, and the beloved Buffalo design make it irresistible to collectors seeking the pinnacle of rarity. Whether viewed as an investment, a historical artifact, or a one-of-a-kind showpiece, the coin's continued rise in desirability and value ensures its legendary standing for generations to come. For both seasoned numismatists and emerging enthusiasts, the 1900-D Buffalo nickel represents the perfect blend of mystery, beauty, and enduring collectible prestige. The coin inspires ongoing research, museum exhibitions, and advanced numismatic discussions, serving as a vivid reminder that the history of American coinage is filled with unexplored corners and unexpected discoveries. Its legacy continues to influence collectors, educators, and historians who seek to better understand how rare anomalies like this shape the broader narrative of U.S. minting history. The 1900-D Buffalo nickel occupies a category entirely its own, part historical anomaly, part artistic masterpiece, and part numismatic treasure. Its combination of extreme scarcity, prototype origins, and the beloved buffalo design make it irresistible to collectors seeking the pinnacle of rarity. Whether viewed as an investment, a historical artifact, or a one-of-a-kind showpiece, the coin's continued rise in desirability and value ensures its legendary standing for generations to come. For both seasoned numismatists and emerging enthusiasts, the 1900 D Buffalo nickel represents the perfect blend of mystery, beauty, and enduring collectible prestige. The coin inspires ongoing research, museum exhibitions, and advanced numismatic discussions, serving as a vivid reminder that the history of American coinage is filled with unexplored corners and unexpected discoveries. Its legacy continues to influence collectors, educators, and historians who seek to better understand how rare anomalies like this shape the broader narrative of U.S. minting history. The 1900 D Buffalo nickel occupies a category entirely its own, part historical anomaly, part artistic masterpiece, and part numismatic treasure. Its combination of extreme scarcity, prototype origins, and the beloved buffalo design make it irresistible to collectors seeking the pinnacle of rarity. Whether viewed as an investment, a historical artifact, or a one-of-a-kind showpiece, the coin's continued rise in desirability and value ensures its legendary standing for generations to come. For both seasoned numismatists and emerging enthusiasts, the 1900 D Buffalo nickel represents the perfect blend of mystery, beauty, and enduring collectible prestige. The coin inspires ongoing research, museum exhibitions, and advanced numismatic discussions, serving as a vivid reminder that the history of American coinage is filled with unexplored corners and unexpected discoveries. Its legacy continues to influence collectors, educators, and historians who seek to better understand how rare anomalies like this shape the broader narrative of U.S. minting history. The 1900 D Buffalo nickel occupies a category entirely its own, part historical anomaly, part artistic masterpiece, and part numismatic treasure. Its combination of extreme scarcity, prototype origins, and the beloved buffalo design make it irresistible to collectors seeking the pinnacle of rarity. Whether viewed as an investment, a historical artifact, or a one-of-a-kind showpiece, the coin's continued rise in desirability and value ensures its legendary standing for generations to come. For both seasoned numismatists and emerging enthusiasts, the 1900 D Buffalo nickel represents the perfect blend of mystery, beauty, and enduring collectible prestige.